when the week is coming to an end, and only two buds can save it. CJ, indie author. Dre, gamer dad. They alone have what it takes to rescue your weekend. Bringing together the power of games, books, interviews, and more before it's too late. At week's end.
Welcome back to episode 5 of At Week's End. My name is C.J Amato. I am a dark fantasy author. With me, as always, is my best friend,
Top GG Gaming. What's up? We're here.
What's going on, everybody? Episode 5. That long week is over. We're here hanging out at Week's End. How you doing today, my friend? How you doing after this long week?
We are hanging in there. We're chilling. We're getting ready. Hopefully, come for a nice weekend coming. It's always good on the weekend, you know, Friday.
Always good on the weekend. September is rolling out quickly. October will soon
Too
be
fast.
here.
Too fast.
We got the spooky season right around the corner. Are you ready?
Well, yeah. I'm surprised. I don't even... Time's...
I'm going to very much bid the end of summer. I'm going to weep a tear for the end of summer. I absolutely love it. I am not a fan of the foliage. Everybody wants to see the foliage. I can care less about the foliage. I want the summertime. But
pumpkin spice lattes, no?
Pumpkin spice lattes.
Picking pumpkins and pumpkin
I'm very
picking?
excited to go pumpkin picking. Yes, I will go.
That's very nice. Go to a nice orchard, yeah.
Go to a nice. That's all right. My neck of the woods. It's a fun time. Go get some fresh apples. Go nice carve. I want to carve a pumpkin this year. I'm gonna carve a cool badass pumpkin. I'm excited about that. But yeah, I lament the end of summer. But that is my week at Week's End. What?
I'm in space.
This guy's on the new frontier. Wow.
The final frontier.
The final frontier. You know, that's one show that I just never... Star Trek just never interested me, my friend, and never clicked with me.
The Next Generation was never watched a single episode of Star Trek.
You tried with me. You tried to get me to watch it. We would binge watch episodes, but I would just always be like, meh. I know.
It's not much action happening. It's not a very actiony movie in compared to something like Star Wars. You know, it's for its own audience and group, but I was actually a big fan of Star Trek Next Gen and the movies with that cast.
The movies were cool. I always thought the concept of
First Contact. So yeah, it's boring. It's
but
that came way later in the season. I want to say what season 5 or 6 or something like that. Back then they had 12 seasons.
They weren't a part of the original series, the Borg, like Captain Kirk.
I don't think so. Someone have to not that episodes that I seen, and I watched the original, and the original movies had nothing to do. It was always either the Klingons or the Romulans.
Did you like the any of the new movies?
They were okay. They did go on a different trajectory to those, but mine was never really. I liked Captain Kirk, but I was Jean-Luc Picard, and I liked the Next Generation. Next Generation was my
Who's the bearded guy?
Consular Troy, number 2.
What was number 2's name?
Oh man, it's gonna surprise. I literally just got into this whole thing with my wife about that character's name, Riker. William T. Riker, I believe.
He was a badass.
And he was with Consular Troy and all those characters, and Data and Worf, and yeah, I had a good time with that.
Any of the Amazon Picard series? I heard they butchered all that.
No, I didn't get around. I didn't anything new like that. I didn't really watch. That's kind of. Yeah,
more in the nostalgia realm.
I like the Next Generation crew cast and the way they were doing things at that time.
Oh, very cool, very cool. All right, my friend. So are you ready? We have delayed this a whole week. I gave you a surprise last time with our whole elimination challenge of our
Elimination.
Family pals. Go check out that video. That's up on the YouTube channel and up on Rumble. Our elimination of our childhood femme fatales. So I think it's a big surprise who wins, especially who's on that list. But today we have a challenge that we have been putting off for quite a while, my friend. We have another CJ versus Dre. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Now today is
Dun, 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 dun.
today is going to be a good one because these are two games from our past, from our youth, that holds a lot of meaning. I think to both of us. I think either one.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Either one of these, I would have been happy defending, and
Yes.
I'm sure you would have done the same. But today, we will be defending and fighting for. I will be fighting for Half-Life 2.
And I will be having
Great.
Doom 3.
Doom 3. Now, we're only going to be doing the original stock vanilla
So that's
versions of the game.
2004 launch, baby. That's like 2004. These games launched with their own graphics cards at the time. They were the staple of 2004 gaming. It was Doom 3 with NVIDIA and Half-Life 2 with Radeon ATI, which at the time when I got my computer, I went with actually the Radeon ATI. And I went with Half-Life 2 as a bundle. That was how I originally got Steam, and it got all that because played the original Half-Life. Played back in the 90s when I was playing Diablo 2 and Age of Empires 2. There was Half-Life, the original Half-Life game, you know. Yeah, and it launched with, it had Blue Shift and Opposing Forces, which was very interesting to play with as Barry on Blue Shift. And then you got to play some Unknown Soldier on Opposing Forces, which was you trying to get into the base to kill those people, which is very interesting. You played the bad guy in a sense in Opposing Forces.
It's pretty cool. It was almost like Resident Evil in that way. We
Yes.
got to play as Hunk. It was always like that extra character that got to
Yep.
run around. And Barney's a whole different conversation.
And-
That song. Thank you for
Yep.
top for that history lesson. But today,
And Doom 3, yeah.
Today we're going to be arguing the merits of both, but just again the
Who's-
vanilla versions. We're not
Yes,
getting into
out the box.
episode 1. We're not getting into episode 2 of Half-Life. Not getting into
No.
any expansions. Not getting into. We're getting the vanilla Doom 3. So none of the modern
And Half-Life 2, yep, none of that with extra dark, no extra flashlight stuff, none of the stuff you got on BOG, no patch, out the box.
We're just talking out the box, what we love, what we remember about both, pros and cons. I'm going to leave it to opening. Uh-oh.
Thing almost, my world almost fell down behind me.
Oh, no, technical difficulties.
Whoa, see?
He's in
Move-
Tron world over there.
Too much, it's too windy here.
All right, so like I said, we are going to argue the merits of both games, my friend. We're going to keep this in a friendly debate. We're going to give
Yes,
each
sir.
other to speak, go back and forth. Who would like to take opening statements first?
Who took opening statements the first time?
I believe you did.
Okay, so now we will shoot it to you this time.
Do I even need to say the significance of Half-Life 2? We will discount the merits of the first game on how that game came
Okay.
out nowhere and what that did for storytelling and immersion in games, especially back then with the physics engine. But no, we will simply talk about Half-Life 2. That intro, starting out, a strange man whispers, a strange voice. You don't know where you are. You are in a dark void somewhere. And then you're in the future, City 17. First of all, I backtrack. That G-Man intro, where you just have no idea what's going on. It's completely silent in this empty void, and you hear that classic intro. Oh, captivating. Walking out to City 17, being blinded by that flash from that flying robot, and hearing that voice, looking up and seeing him on the giant screen. Welcome to City 17. You have chosen or have been chosen. Then you walk, seeing all these soldiers guiding you, walking you. Hey, you, pick up that can. Amazing intro. Finally, getting, oh gosh, the Combine themselves, the sound effects to the Combine, how terrifying they are, and being led into that interrogation room. You know you're screwed. What is this future? What is this dystopian life we have found ourselves in? But then a familiar face, as Top just mentioned, Barney, comes to the rescue, freeing Gordon Freeman, getting the one free man. He has to get out. He must escape. Gordon himself, the greatest of the silent protagonists, the definition of the silent protagonist, the man who doesn't say a word yet imprints so much onto the character. Just the MIT graduate who just gets stuck into this crazy situation and becomes Neo, becomes the one free man himself, running from the Combine, then meeting Alex Vance. It almost kills me that she was left off last week's list. But meeting Alex, seeing her for the first time, the Havoc suit, the head crabs, all of it, leading to the ending of the game. Every level is something different. You have the airboat, you have the car, you come across enemies that you later control. The physics engine, the puzzles, all of it. You tell me at what dog we don't go to Ravenholm anymore. I mean, the list goes on and on. You cannot tell the ending, all of it. Climbing the gravity gun, the God gun, all of it. I will leave it to you to tell me how Doom 3 can even hold a candle next to Half-Life 2.
I don't think Doom 3 just holds a candle. I think in terms of games, it's even aged better than Half-Life 2. Just in terms of graphics alone at the time, even when they launched graphically, you would look at Doom 3 and say, okay, the world looked more realistic. It ran at a higher frame rate. It needed a higher GPUs to run even at that time. You put the benchmark game, you want to talk about put benchmark game, that was the benchmark game. If you had a Uber PC, can you run Doom 3? Can you run it? Can you run it on max? First off, the intro to that is pretty normal, right? You could even say it took a little bit of Half-Life 1 intro style, right? You kind of come down, you're going through the little world, the doors open, you're in this beautiful city of Mars, you get to see everything, scientists running around, just like in the original Doom game, right? I mean, original Half-Life. Very similar, until it's not so similar anymore. Until hell literally starts showing its face on Mars. And now you don't need extra characters. You're the Doom man. You're the Doom Slayer. You're OG top dog number one. There's nothing out there that's gonna terrify you. Okay, that's number one. But in a game of terror, this was the terror game. Okay, let's not go now. Now it's lighter, brighter. That game was dark. You couldn't see 2 feet in front of you. Every sound, every crank.
You had to switch between gun and flashlight. They fixed that.
You didn't have any of that. Yep, you had none of that. It was a terrifyingly hard game. That first creature that comes peeling open the metal, and you see just comes crawling out every time they even introduced an enemy. It was a zoom-in epic moment with that enemy. From the skulls with the rockets, to the big brute guys, to the little demonic bad children baby things that were running around. Every aspect. And not just that, the world itself. You got to play almost 3 different worlds. I want to talk about level design, that feeling of claustrophobia when you're in small, tight tunnels, dark, and you lift up the flashlight in your face and you got to try to pull out a gun quickly and put it down. Wound up using the plasma because it did damage and it gave you light, so you were able to see what was coming down and what was jumping at you. Even going from Mars to hell, more brighter, more, evil underneath. But when you came back, the gore factor, the blood, the violence, things just falling down in front of your face and giving you the jump scares. What's really the best part of Half-Life 2 for me was Ravenholm. It's the fear factor. It's that scariness. And if I was going to show somebody, hey, dude, this is what new 2004 PC game looks like, it was going to be Doom 3. For me personally, I played Half-Life 2, and I will give Half-Life 2 certain things, but you put Half-Life 2 on now and you still play Doom 3, max it out, you'll see that there's a graphical difference. You got to remember, Source got upgraded multiple times with ray tracings and high dynamic range lighting, and then they redid a lot of their physics effects even more, and water dynamics. at launch, it wasn't really. It wasn't the Doom was already polished. It was already that was the game everybody was putting
times
there.
Of Half-Life 2 are atrocious. Walking every 20 feet. And you
Doom didn't have that. It was only had a couple of load screens throughout major segments of the level. As soon as you went to the next level,
atmosphere. Boom. You want to argue
atmosphere?
There is no game that has the atmosphere like Half-Life 2. You just brought it up, Ravenholm. When you're in City 17.
Oh, yes. It has multiple of different stuff, but some areas felt more boring and kind of drawn out, especially if you've played the original Half-Life games. It was nothing new. Where Doom 3 was nothing like its predecessors, right? There's nothing like came before it.
Teleportation, the going back and forth between places.
Physics. It was to show off a physics engine. Yeah, I agree. It was to rule off a physics engine, but nothing brought the bar up, right? Doom is really the pinnacle first-person shooter. What came from the Doom games?
Spotting the G-Man in the
Quake Wars.
Areas throughout the game, seeing him in the distance, turning corners, walking through hallways, having to defend
it's nothing
spots,
like
setting up turrets.
Demons whispering in your ear.
That game made you think. That game made you strategize.
So did Doom. Except you were terrified while it was happening, so you couldn't think. You just had to survive.
Everyone's been clamoring at the bits for the sequel to my game, and your developers abandoned your game and restarted the entire franchise.
That's okay.
Bringing it back old school.
God willing, we will have a Half-Life 3, and hopefully we'll live up to the hype of Half-Life 2. But it really better bring the bar up, because if you compare Half-Life 1 to Half-Life 2, a lot of the same stories, a lot of the same gameplays, besides the actual engine of Source and the physics engine, it was already there in the other 3 games. Doom 3 was its own franchise world, its own character. It wasn't part of that world of that original guy.
Like the G-Man. An antagonist. What was the doctor's name? Dr. Green.
Dr. Green.
You have nobody. Who do you have? You have that one. Crazy
you don't need anybody. The world, the darkness, the soundtrack. You want to talk about soundtracks? Doom has always had some of the most amazing heavy soundtracks.
Metal soundtrack that was from the other Doom games.
I'm always a metal guy, brother. I love metal. Metal. If it doesn't, it gotta get me pumped.
The soundtrack to Half-Life 2.
It's a good soundtrack. It's more atmospheric, but it's not a soundtrack. It's not. It's atmosphere music.
There are great songs from Half-Life 2.
I would like to know which songs.
When you're running through the city, it's like cyberpunky. It's like very, very.
That kind of cyberpunky. Yeah, you could say that, but there's nothing like getting your heart going.
The head.
Yeah, go in a small tunnel. You want to talk about head crabs? Go in a small tunnel and have a little baby whose like mouth is like this and upside down, charging at you by the dozen. And you have to quickly shoot at them and think as quick as you can and get out that door. Especially on the harder difficulties. The game was not an easy game. Nor, like I said, it's a hard debate because I bought ATI for Half-Life 2 because I was a Half-Life 1 guy. But the game I always showed everybody, including you, when you first got into PC gaming was Doom 3. You want to see a game that's going to blow your mind graphically, it's going to make you go, oh my god, in the back of the seat when you're playing in the complete darkness and this thing is blaring in your head it's terrifying.
But yet the first game that I bought when you helped me build my
because once you beat Doom,
get back home was Half-Life 2.
Well, it's the greatest. I don't know about the greatest. That's
between the two.
I would still say
better game.
Doom is not a better game.
Replayability. Which game have you played more?
I would say I would replay Doom. I don't have Doom 3 of the original. That's the problem. I have the BFG version, but BFG is not the original Doom. I want that scary, dark.
Forgot to
but people which is true.
That's a great weapon.
But people
weapon variety. That's a good argument. Is the weapon variety between the two games? Between the gravity gun, the crossbow, the legendary crowbar.
Nah, the Doom guns are Doom guns, and Doom Guy. You put Doom Guy against Doom Guy versus Gordon Freeman. It's not even a fair contest. Doom Guy is stomping this guy's head into the physical ground.
So that's Slayer.
I'm talking this Doom Guy. There's a guy right here. Because remember, they had the second expansion with them, Resurrection of Evil. He went to hell. He fought the demons. He eventually catches that special object that turns him. He's still
has the Havoc suit. We got
That one free man will get blown up in his havoc suit.
Havoc suit.
Okay, like it's a very hard contest, but if a game graphically that looks like if you could put on now on max graphics, Doom 3 aged better. And I'd be really curious to see if anybody thinks otherwise, of which the game even right now to this day aged better.
I don't know if I would disagree with you on looks to looks, graphics to graphics. Graphics aren't always the thing. Gameplay
And the smoothness of the shooting in Doom was very smooth.
Doom 3 to Half-Life
had very smooth shooting. Now remember, out the box base game, we're not talking added stuff. Eventually, Half-Life has gone through way more variations of itself, even through its own engine and patch fixes. It had a lot of buggy issues. Not saying Doom didn't have buggy issues, but out the gate came out smoother. And even critics will say out the gate it came out very smooth. And it really was the one that people put their if you were a PC guy, that was like the game you wanted to test your computer. Can you run it? Can you benchmark it? The benchmark was so high. It was just
days where only like 10 people in the world can play video games.
That was a problem. That was part of that world of, if you can run the Doom games. And Doom as a franchise itself, there is no Half-Life without Doom. There's no shooter's world without Doom. Doom is Doom. Like there's a reason why it is the golden child of games. It's a departure from what people were used to in terms of the games that they played, right? It was a different style game. It's not the quickly like they have now, run, jump, boom, 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 boom. It had a fast pace, but it made you think every room you went into, you were terrified. What is in there? Ammo scarce, weapons were, everything was more scarce.
About variety of enemy, we have the Combine, we have the what are the Striders? Come on, man.
Combine, Striders, Head Crab.
When you
got rid of all the aliens from the original games. They weren't your enemies anymore. A lot of the aliens were gone. A lot of the alien aspect from the first game was gone. You mostly fought Combines and Striders. You had nothing really else going on. This, you had a variety of size demons. You had the big blobby guys. You had all the different zombies popping out of nowhere, dropping down, coming from the underground. You had those floating heads, the big blobby things. Like, you can't even, the list of demons and creatures you fought in Doom 3.
That's what they were called, the Vortigons.
The Vorgons.
You want to talk about the most badass moment in all the video games?
Tell me.
The gravity gun gets charged, and you get that blue light, and basically turns into a god gun.
At the end of the game. At the end of the game.
The greatest moment, the greatest power trip in gaming. You're picking up people, you're throwing dudes left and right. You tell me a better moment that can capitalize that on in Doom 3.
Having a chainsaw. Or literally becoming Uber with your fist, where you're just punching out zombies right in their mouth when you go into berserk mode, and you feel that rush of just, and then the music kicks in, the hype, the enemies, you're just a pure adrenaline ball of damage, bro. It's just no way. Doom Man is smashing through. You put Doom Man into Half-Life 2, he is smashing through it. You don't know if Gordon's going to smash through Doom World. He has not fought demons and creatures of that level. He fought Combine, who are basically like human.
He got teleported into a whole different world and fought demons.
Yeah, and fought. But that was Half-Life 1. He got teleported into the
history, where you keep talking about history of his.
Yes, well, Doom Man has been through every single demon. I'm just saying, that's a hard fight. I think Doom Man's going into Half-Life world. He's going into Half-Life, grabbing the Combine and just smushing their face, right? He's just going to be running up, pulling the legs off of those Striders and beating them with it.
You're talking about the new Doom games. You're not talking about this.
This guy did the same thing. He had the Berserk ability where he was one shot punching the massive blobs. Even in this Doom 3 game, it was still Doom guy. He was still a strong superhuman. He was not a normal guy. He went through back to hell and back again. It's a hard fight, man.
Freed the human race.
Gordon Freeman, we ain't nothing, brother.
Without Gordon, we're gonna be enslaved. We're gonna be enslaved to the Combine.
Doom Man ain't gonna exist. You see this world behind me that happens? And it ain't happening without a man like Doom Man running around, stomping on skulls.
We did the best we could do. Let's do this. The closing arguments, my friend. Give them your best closing argument.
Closing arguments. There is no games without Doom. There is no shooters without Doom. Doom is Doom. And Doom Man in a fight against most people is taking most people. And I think for now the game holds up. Anybody would, I would say, play both games and see which one would hold up more. Just hard, you're gonna have to play a base BFG version or one of those that doesn't have flashlight, doesn't have the extra darkness, but graphically it can still keep up with a lot of the games today.
There is no story even to this day that I think that can immerse you and touch you the way Half-Life 2 does. There are clamoring people by the millions looking for Half-Life 3.
Of course, I'm one of them.
Me too. For a reason, okay, my friend? The story, the relationships you built, from people to even machinery. You feel a kinship with a machine in this game, dog. I leave it to the people to vote down below. You tell me if it's Half-Life 2 or Doom 3, the game that you remember more fondly, which is the one where you go back and you say, okay, I need to go load that back up and play right now. For me, easy answer, Half-Life 2.
Yeah, that would be, again, can't get Doom 3 as it used to be, so I can't say I can go back and re-get Doom 3. I lost the disc somewhere.
Can't pull out that old 360. Hopefully, don't get that Red Ring of Death and play Doom 3.
I would not. It's not the. You're never gonna get the look as you got on PC. I wouldn't even put it on a 360. It's not the same game. It's not the same game.
We'll get Top to stream the BFG edition.
I'll try.
Go back.
It's just an ultra bright version. You see too much. I know it's. We'll try it. We'll try it.
Vote down below and you let us know who won this debate, this CJ versus Dre. All right, well, I got a little surprise for you. I got a little fun game to play. You want to play a fun game?
Let's do it.
All right. So I have something here kind of propped up and just I know
yes.
I know you were teasing yours the last time, but let me just pull out.
Ooh, beautiful. Just look at that.
They
Dark Sword Armories, by the way, guys. This is Dark Sword Armories. They make phenomenal carbon steel blades from Canada, all hand forged. I'm a huge advocate of theirs. I've bought a few of their products, so definitely awesome sword company. I'm a huge nerd with that. Rocking the chainmail. One day, sir. Gotta do a Ren Fair again. If we're gonna do it, we gotta do a Ren Fair. We have it out here too. Do some Ren Fair, maybe some Ren Fair action.
So the reason I bring up the sword, my friend, is I have a little game for you. If you would like to play one,
let's do it.
In movies, there are some legendary swords.
The iconic swords.
We all can name them.
Like the Master Sword.
We can all go back and forth. That's a video game. We're gonna try to stick more into the movie category here.
Oh, movies!
More into the movie category, and we have some legendary fantasy swords, some legendary medieval swords.
So it's all movies. It's no game stuff.
All movies and TV shows, and a little mix of TV shows.
Okay? TV shows, okay.
We're gonna go one by one slowly.
Let's do it, baby.
My little cheat sheet here, so I can pull it up to see if you're right or wrong.
If I am truly the riddle of steel.
If he knows his stuff,
yes.
I think he's gonna do pretty well.
Come on.
I think he's gonna do pretty good.
I took my father's sword. Come on.
All right.
Do it now.
These are the swords. All right, my friend. Are you ready for fun? Okay. So, if you need me to zoom in, I can zoom in, or if we
the top one is a bit interesting. I don't know what that one is. We'll have to break. The bottom two I know. The top three. The rest of those can all be from the same style sword. You have rapiers. I see a bunch of Chinese style, fantasy style. All right, let's just go with it, man. I feel the first one is a tough one. The first one I'm not familiar with. It looks like a tip of a spear more than a sword.
Oh, we're talking about this guy right here.
Yeah, that's the one that looks a bit strange to me.
Okay. Now again, we can offer hints.
Offer a hint, because I honestly have no idea. It looks like a spearhead.
So think of a setting of an army. Two armies ready to clash, but yet only one man is called to the forefront. And on one
is that Achilles?
That is Achilles.
Achilles the sword. supposed to be in a Greek sword. Okay, I can see that. All right. Well, those two are Conan. That's easy. Those two are Conan. Oh, I can see the picture. That's Conan's first sword he finds in the cave, and that's his father's sword. That's Claymore. That's probably William Wallace. He's the only one who's going to have a sword of that size, right? It's William Wallace. Now, these are different. These are all, they're hard to tell. They all look like two-handers. That's probably
this one.
Maybe Game of Thrones.
Not. This one, try to think of more of a book series that is a film series, more for the age of children.
Oh, that's Hobbits? That's Sting?
Nope, that's not Sting. Not
Hobbits. Sting.
What's different child franchise? Where I thought I had it on my desk.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
A little
looks like a little. Looks like the ones from how the Hobbit had, or it looks like what's her name from Game of Thrones.
Think of more English. Think of a little English boy who the chosen one, the one that lived.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
That's a Harry Potter.
It's the sword of Gryffindor.
Ooh.
Right.
It's a little. It looks like a little needle.
This one is.
It looks like a generic sword, but okay.
I was gonna say, think of generic. Think of like what was the first time there was a sword in a story? Very old story, medieval times. The thing was stuck in a stone.
Yeah, King Arthur, we could say.
King
it's
Arthur,
the Arthurian sword.
That's the Excalibur. Now this one, you should know. This one
it looks like a Lannister sword.
No, think of a movie that...
Highlander?
Nope. Think of a movie you very much love that a lot of people don't.
I loved it a lot. Kingdom of Heaven?
Yep, apparently.
That looks like a weird picture from Kingdom of Heaven sword. I don't know why it has a hole right there on the top. It looks like a slit opening on his sword. It's so weird looking.
It says it's a Kingdom of Heaven sword.
Oh, okay. It's still a great movie, but that sword, yeah, I don't know, that's a weird one. Okay. Same thing with that. Looks like the sword I have.
Well, we were
Game of Thrones.
We were just kind of talking about it. Also from Kingdom of Heaven.
Also a Kingdom of Heaven sword?
Also from Kingdom of Heaven.
Oof.
Godfrey de l'Abbey sword?
Yeah, you barely get to see those swords. Okay, that's fine. I mean, that's okay. I would have taken X on those two because I have no idea. It looks like looks like a pirate sword. What is it? Jack Sparrow, Captain Hook. Yeah, I'll take X's on those two because I have no idea. Same thing with these rapiers. These are two rapier style ones. They could be anything.
They can be, and honestly, they're kind of interchangeable. But think of the first one. Think of fantasy. Fantasy that children's fantasy.
Yeah, I said Captain Hook.
Nope.
Peter Pan and anything like that. Children's fantasy.
Hello. My name is Amigo Montoya.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The whatchamacallit?
Princess
Bride. Yeah, the Princess Bride. Yeah, I would not have guessed those.
This one is actually one of my personal favorites from when I was a kid.
Another rapier.
We're gonna
Okay.
get another skinny sword, and it was from a masked man.
Zorro.
Zorro.
Okay, we'll take a Zorro there.
I'll give you that one.
Now these three here, the
This
bottom
one,
two
I
look
don't know.
Chinese. They look like Chinese swords. Could be Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, or something like that. One of those Asian swords. That's definitely an Asian sword.
Good call. So I'll actually give you credit for it. I didn't know this one. It was from a movie named Hero in 2002. The Nameless Jin.
Yeah, so that it's Asian style though. Those two, and the second one underneath that looks like Crouching Tiger. Yeah,
Crouching Tiger.
That's what's his name's green whatchamacallit, Nagu Pen, whatever his name. These could be katana style. That can also be like a katana style. What katana? Maybe Leo style.
It's a Leo style.
Because Ninja Turtles are the ones who had the straight katana. He didn't have the curved. He had a straight bladed katana. That little one underneath one there too. That's so has almost no.
Look at the hilt. Look at the hilt.
Yeah, it's so tiny hilt.
Look at how the point of the blade goes. It's skinny. Where could it go? Where could it fit? It's as long as Leo's sword. It's these are the lengths that they are. So it's as long
Yeah.
as Conan's sword.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if
Who
there's
has a
another
really
Ninja Turtle.
thin sword?
No one else has a Ninja Turtle sword.
Come on, who has a really thin sword? Who's very famous for carrying a sword? Comic book. Think more comic book.
Comic book? I really don't know. It's a lot passing my mind.
Blade. That's the
Blade?
Daywalker sword.
I
Remember the
don't know.
little
I would have
handle on
never.
top of the-
Yeah, that looks like just a. I can't. I would have thought one of those other two on the bottom were blades. But yeah, he also did have a fairly thin sword. Yeah, those two look like katanas. One is definitely from Highlander. It looks like. The other one, I don't know. It looks like a basic katana. Same thing with that one. It looks like a.
Oh no, I'm sorry. This one is not from Highlander that I just made a check mark. This one
Is Highlander. That one is.
Which one is that one, my friend?
Just looks like a samurai. The last samurai. It's a samurai sword of some sort. No idea.
A woman wields it.
I don't know. A woman wields a.
Bill, the bride.
Oh, what's a katana? It's still a katana. So this katanas. What do you wield? A katana.
Well, it's
Yeah. Okay. Well,
distinguished. It's got that deep curve. All right, what about this one?
Hattori Hanzo sword. You could say maybe that it was a Hattori sword. That's a Highlander. That's the villain from Highlander. He had a unique standing sword. That was 100%.
What about this one?
That's a tough one. That one.
Movie, but not famous for being a movie. More famous for being a video game.
Ooh. Video game, but not.
It was made into a movie, but not received well. But it is very popular.
Oh, it's not Devil May Cry or something like that. No, right? We didn't have something
We
like
also
that.
played Devil May Cry movie.
Right? That's a tough one. I really cannot
I
tell.
don't know if you played this game. You may have.
Probably not. I don't know. What is it? I give up on that.
World of Warcraft.
Oh, yeah.
That is.
I played it a little bit, but I would not have remembered every weapon in that. That looks like a
Pay
lightsaber.
attention to the hilts. Oh.
It looks like 3 lightsabers. Like probably Luke's, Vader's or Luke's. Obviously, Dooku's. Yeah. We got Dooku's, Kylo's, Darth Maul, right? And then we have 300. Yeah, 300. Underneath 300, we have Hobbit. Then the other one is a Gladius from Gladiator.
Wow! All right.
Yeah. Then we have the Urukai sword. We have an elf sword. We have Rohan sword. These could be now interchangeable here on these 4 swords right down here, because now that one could be another warrior sword from Lord of the Rings.
These are a straight run of Lord of the Rings. So
I don't know which character maybe had that. Merry, Pippin, one of them. It's all Lord of the Rings swords. You can tell.
Right.
I can't tell whose it is though.
passes away in the first movie. He always dies.
Really, Boromir's sword?
Boromir's sword.
Oof. Okay, that looks like Gandalf. I would say not Gandalf. If not Gandalf, that is the main sword that Aragorn wields.
All right, well, it's the Strider sword, so it's not the sword that's mended. That's the Strider sword that he
Strider
wields.
sword. Yeah, you barely see that. All right, then you have that's got to be. This looks like another regular sword hilt there. That's a tough one. I know the underneath wear is the main one that's broken, right? Because the butt looks the same. So that second one underneath, I know that one. That one is the main sword, the one that cut off the ring, right? The middle one, if it's not Gandalf's, maybe.
So that's Gandalf. My bad. That's Gandalf.
Strider.
That's the Strider.
Strider, and then that one underneath there is
Mended sword.
That's the Ring Wraith.
The Witch King, yeah, the Witch King.
Ring Wraith. That's another elven sword. They were more like spear things. They were very weird. They had huge arms and so they were more like halberds in a sense. But we'll give them a sword.
We'll go to this.
That one there in the middle. It looks like a Captain Hook sword again. I keep going to Hook.
A different captain.
Captain Sparrow.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
That fat one sword there, another weird Lord of the Rings sword. I don't know whose that is.
From the Hobbit trilogy.
Oh, those are the dwarves. Dwarven sword. Thorgrim. Oakenshield sword. Okay, so most of these are going to be that. Then you have another elven sword, probably Legolas, right? Legolas, one of Legolas's possible swords, or it's that big one. That's the cleaver, the goblin cleaver.
Yep.
Now this one underneath there feels a little Conan-y, but I know it's not.
See, this one, I'm not too familiar with the Hobbit series, so these two are also, so I'm going to give this one a pass because these are both from the Hobbit.
Yeah, Hobbit. I watched it, but I couldn't really tell. Oh, Bards? Okay, Bards. All right.
I don't even know who that is. I'll throw up the names after here. So
yeah, Bard is the black-haired guy who shoots the dragon.
Okay. Now, who's this?
It's a big ass sword.
And it's
that is the Stark sword. Yeah, so the rest of these are Stark sword, right? Then you have Needle, right? Then you have Lannister. Or no, that's the Wolf one. Then the Lannister one.
Yes.
Then the Wolf. Yep. These look like basic swords. These down here. These look like the what's his name from the goddamn guy from the also from Game of Thrones. What's his name? The guy that fights. Yeah, the Mountain.
A mountain.
And that's a Dothraki.
Khal Drogo's.
Yeah, see, again, I didn't know the actual, like, the katana one. Yeah, Kill Bill. Like, how many people wear katanas? Well, a lot of guys have katanas. Highlander has a katana. A lot of Highlander's enemies had katanas, right? A lot of, even the guy from the Highlander series had a katana. So that's a tough one. Katanas don't have as much handles, and you can kind of look at the pommel, the grip, you know, the guard, the shape of the sword. But that was pretty good. That was fun. That was pretty fun, man.
I will throw up the answers so people can check.
The answers are here and there. I am a sword nerd. There we go, guys. In my sword I trust. Dun, dun, dun. And Fistrum. Check them out. Also awesome band. Cool song.
Right.
I think I'm saying Enfistrum.
All right, my friend. I hope you enjoyed that little.
That was fun.
Sword segment right there.
In my sword, I trust, man.
Guessing fantasy swords. Well, you pulled out your steel several times. You gave me the information to test your knowledge on some movie swords. Speaking of famous movies not famous movies, but swords. There is a trailer.
Enfistrum. What?
For
who?
Season 4 of The Witcher.
Oh!
With Geralt of Rivia, played by Liam Hemsworth, of all people.
Oh, man.
Just personally for me, my first experience with the Witcher series was the games. I played Witcher 2 with you. You exposed me to the games. I fell in
amazing.
love.
Amazing. That intro to Witcher 2 when you're fighting on the battlements, you have to first storm, you know, it was Witcher was and then Witcher 3 it's beyond the word of words.
Beyond
yes.
An amazing experience.
Beyond. Even their expansions.
Play that game in the right way. Put that game on hard. Don't play it on easy. Get forced to, use your bestiary. Get forced to use your oils and make sure you know what you're going up against.
Potions, your drinks. Drink that black blood if you're fighting the vampires and stuff. And Blood and Wine, probably one of the best expansions to a game.
Yeah.
There's not many games that give you such an expansion. And then Heart of Stone was people said the game was too easy. Heart of Stone, it ramped it up. And then Blood and Wine took you to a whole nother level. To me, that was like, what an amazing journey of through that without spoiling anything. But let's see it. Hemsworth giving it a shot. I watched all 3 seasons. With the last part. With Yen, I have my criticisms on characters. Some of the characters versus the games or the books they were written were not my favorite per se, but Henry Cavill, he pulls it off. You know, the
Henry
intro
Cavill
is
was perfect. He was
perfect.
Geralt when they announced him.
100%.
I was so excited. I thought we were
100%.
finally going to get our fantasy show that was going to rival Game of Thrones. That was really going to bring that epic.
And it felt like it could have. I liked they the actress for Yen, they've developed fairly good. Trish, I wish they would have kind of developed her. Yeah.
Her show.
So it was.
I was not a fan. I mean, the first season had my eyes just constantly like, why?
Well, they didn't feel like they were following the
second season. I didn't even watch the third. Truth be told,
I did. I watched all 3.
Well, let's check out the trailer for episode 4, and then I would season 4, and then I would like to get your reaction on the last season of The Witcher because I did not watch it. But let's give this a watch. You ready?
Yep. Get some sound. Yeah.
Sound rocking. Ready? Let's get
it.
It's a wraith. Stand back. Shall meet my fate with fiery hell.
Oh God.
I'm gonna give him the benefit if they can keep it still feeling Witchery. Okay, like that's.
You had Geralt. You had the perfect Geralt.
I mean, this doesn't look bad. Besides him right now, the graphics doesn't look bad.
It doesn't look good.
It doesn't look that's good because I'm not sure he's the right guy for the job. But it's not as ugly as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
This is like Ghostbusters graphics.
Yes. But it's a series, so I understand.
Okay.
He is using more powers.
Listen, I don't want to boo the guy. I'm not saying it's his fault. But
It's not. It's definitely not. It's a big shoes to fill. It's not bad, though.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. I may give it a chance. Just because
Why can't they put him
he might. If all the other people are there and it's all lined up and they can keep it feeling more... I don't know. It's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. All right. So end of season 3, it ended kind of anticlimactic. Back in the castle with what's her name. It feels, from what I remember,
at season 3 of the Yennefer story because it's not.
Yeah, it started getting more Yennefer. Obviously, she had a bigger part to play. I think now they're going to look like. I mean, his movements. This looks good. Right. It ends. I remember back in Karamora Castles. I remember season 3 ending with the little girl. What was her name? I just remembered. Ciri. You could tell it was kind of rushed. They didn't know what they were doing. It feels like they were all over the place even after season 1. And let's just say you said this was season 1 of without seeing Henry Cavill, and this is what we would have had to deal with. I would have also still given it a chance because this feels a Witcher-esque. Like, yes, does it feel a bit like you said Ghostbusteries? But this is not as bad as it could be.
This is going to be your opening reveal. You the taste, the bad taste that's left in everybody's mouth.
He kind of looks like his brother there. He does look like Chris a lot. I mean, he's a Hemsworth, so he does have that look.
You just want a Thor part 2? Is that what you want?
It's not a Thor part 2, but I'm going to give it a chance. Let's see. As this is just one trailer, you're not going to feel Cavill. That's like with Superman. Like, I don't want to watch new Superman because I love Henry Cavill Superman. That other guy's a cross-eyed weird dude, looks too wimpy to me. Doesn't seem like a good Superman. But I'll give it a chance, right? Same thing with this guy. I know, but same thing with this guy. We're putting Henry Cavill as, yes, top dog, top, alpha male with that, but that's a hard thing to fill even for this guy. There is no real filling that void that he left. So you have to now make a better product, make it feel more either gamey, movie, the book, add more of that aspect.
Now that they get rid of Henry, then they're going to get more in line with the books, and then they're going to get more in line with the lore. Oh, that's going to finally
it doesn't, but it's like saying about a lot of things, right? Like,
They did
Same thing with Fantastic Four. We've talked about Fantastic Four. We talked about Superman. It kind of feels like you're kind of doing the same thing. It's not.
They did Henry dirty, and I'm going to boycott The Witcher.
Yes.
I'm not watching it.
Yes.
I don't even know why I pay for a subscription of Netflix anymore. Stranger Things has got stupid. They're all dumb shows. You tell me.
They're losing. Yeah, it's losing its luster.
One Piece on Netflix. Go watch the first season of One Piece. That was awesome.
Maybe I don't know. I'm not into that.
Very
stuff.
cool. No. Give it a shot. Go watch
I'll
the
try.
first season of One Piece. But in a good segue, actually, to lead into someone who's taking over a classic character, being the Arnold guy between us. And
If you're asking me, I also didn't like Total Recall. So if somebody's making an Arnold movie, I'm not gonna like it.
Right,
It's
so
like with the
Total
Crow.
Recall,
You can never take away the Crow. You can never add someone else to that. Same thing, Total Recall. This, if you're doing
Colin Farrell, wasn't that bad of a movie. It had nothing to do with
no.
elevator in the core of Earth. It was more in line with the books. Interesting concept. Another movie coming out, which is supposed to be more in line with a book, but it was also a classic Arnold movie, I think from the 80s. The Running Man is being remade.
Oh, you can't. Hope you leave enough room for my fist, because I'm gonna ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine. How are you gonna compare to that? Who are you gonna put?
Oh, what's this guy's name?
So let me see the trailer before this is
You'll see his
before the week ends here right now, because
this is actually a Stephen King book that I don't know if you knew that, but the original Running Man is actually based on a Stephen King short story. This whole dystopian future, but let's this trailer
let me
go with this, but I wanted you to
I have not seen it, so let's see.
Let's get Top's reaction to this trailer.
What am I looking?
The Running Man.
Ben Richards, 35. Mary, one child. In medical crisis.
We need money for a doctor now.
Ben.
Always need money for a doctor. There's always a stop
Employment
for it.
status. Blacklisted. But there's still a way out for you.
No way.
It's the biggest show in the country.
No? Already? You're done?
I'll watch it, but no, it's not for me. Hollywood is broken. They don't know what to do anymore. You're making the same movies again, and you're not doing them better to me. It's just more of the 2000 feel plus movie. Like, yeah, what
is why you can win this game.
And this guy, okay, we're gonna put Thanos in. I don't know.
30 days. The entire nation hunting you down. You'll get your family out of Slumside for good.
That's not what.
You're right. Fantastic direction. Honor the Dead. The Cornetto trilogy.
That's the spirit.
This is America, goddammit! And we don't put up with no bullshit!
Oh, no, we don't. Based on a novel by... Just read Stephen King's book, not his...
Yeah, it's too gimmicky. I already don't like the music. There's a gimmick to this. I feel like it's just... They're copy-paste. I don't know. Yeah, stop filming me at this point.
If this game is rigged, I guess we'll find out.
No. That's a big no-no for me, but I probably just saw the best parts of this entire movie, and none of it feels like original Running Man. Where's the cool characters? Where's the guy with all the colors? Where's the guy with the flame torch with the fire backpack coming in? Where's any of that? Where's any of that happening? Where's his friends coming in?
I got a grenade!
There's a Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, hey, look, there's a guy wearing a mask that's supposed to be a guy. I don't know. It's alright. Then the music. The music.
You shit eaters.
Oh yeah. Oh, that guy's definitely the king of the one-liners. Yeah, no way. That's a big no-no for me, bro. That's not the Running Man. That's the Dum Dum Man. Oh yes. Oh yeah, good comedy. Yeah. Let's have the ha 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 ha. Oh yo ho 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 ho. No way. You can never compare Arnie to any of this. You can never compare those classic movies. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what you're doing, but you better figure it out. You better figure it out soon. That's. I'm gonna go. I'd rather go see. I'm gonna watch The Witcher versus watching that. I'd rather go see Tron Arising versus that. That to me is like that's not it. That's not. Okay, I'll give you this right now. Total Recall, the new one with Colin Farrell looked better than this. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's happening there. No way. That's it. Oh man, get that off.
God. You gotta shake that up. Gotta wipe off.
Yeah, whoever enjoys that, hey, God, good for you guys. Enjoy it. If that's what your cup of tea is, that's not my cup of tea. I'm old school, man. I'm 40 years old, dude. I like the old classic stuff. It gotta be early 90s, 80s stuff. This is.
Speaking of 40, because you had to disclose your age, you bastard.
We can. Hey, edit.
No, I'm leaving that in. I want people to know that. But speaking of something that's old, do you know what just turned 15? Guess what just turned 15, my friend?
There's so many things that just turned 15.
My favorite
movies or gamings
favorite games. Halo Reach, my friend, has just turned 15 years old.
I liked Halo Reach.
Halo Reach, fantastic game.
I was also a big OTST guy. Remember we talked about that before. Reach versus OTST.
OTST was a good game, being a drop pod trooper.
Yeah. It was
the Hellfighters when it was that's the whole thing that the game was supposedly based on. It was going to be that, but then last minute got all changed. But they just came out with this anniversary trailer.
Let's see it.
Nostalgic, and then
let me wipe the taste out of my mouth from that horrible trailer.
We'll wipe the taste out of your mouth on the bad trailer, and we'll get a little nostalgic.
Hopefully it's a nice. They do a nice mime. Let's see what they do here with Reach. Yes. Yes, look at that.
Covenant are on Reach.
Are on Reach.
It's the winter contingency.
Oh, Rook. That rookie.
The winter contingency. We hope we got to see some action gameplay and not just a bunch of them talking and like a teaser. Like, we're just going to add the same game with nicer skins.
No, we're losing. I want to know if
and I'll still take that anyway.
This is just an anniversary
trailer.
I don't think this is a game. The Legacy Edition is out. That is fantastic. You get
yeah, guys, check it out. Legacy of the Void. StarCraft 2.
The big man was second.
It was a great game, man. Fantastic.
Oh, it was. I loved it. I loved all the Halo games. I bought an Xbox. Well, I should say my brother bought an Xbox, and I got into it because of him, because of Halo. Yep. I still have it. Hold on. We gotta kill it. We're gonna do Halo. Yeah, we gotta show the Master Chief helmet. Oh, yeah. I still have the game in there? No, I don't. But I still got it, bro. Mint condition. Master Chief, baby.
Very cool. Well, I was at the midnight release of Halo Reach. I was there, my friend. It came with a box set, a statue compilation. There's Master Chief himself.
This is the thing I bought it for, man. This thing is big. I don't know why it's having a hard time because it's green. You're blocking it out. But
there you go.
Let's see if it works like that.
Yeah, it's still blinking out, but
yeah, it's still blinking out. It's all right.
I'm gonna go take a picture. I actually have the figurine set of these guys that I got.
Oh yes, from Reach, the game, right?
No box set that came out midnight release back in the old days of going to midnight releases, lining outside of GameStop, midnight pouring rain. I'll take a photo of it. I lost all the guns. I'm actually shocked I still have it, but I'll try to dig it out, take a quick photo of it, and I'll post it up. But Halo Reach was one of my personal favorites, man.
Oh yeah.
Ending to that game. Spoiler alerts for anybody who hasn't played Halo Reach, but the ending to that game and seeing each one of your full spoilers for Halo Reach right now, but seeing each one of your team members slowly, one by one. I mean, right away from the beginning, you're told up and down, left and right, Master Chief is the last of the Spartans.
That's it. You know it.
You know there are none left. You know by meeting these cool characters that none of this stuff's going to last. All of them being very cool, unique, and individual. The way each of them go is just heartbreaking, that ending. And being very cool that they leave you to actually play off that ending. I would sit there and I would fight for an hour when you could just fight pretty much endlessly.
Almost, yeah.
Picking up ammo, and the story of the rookie was amazing. It was such a good game, man. You had good memories of that game?
I had good memories of all the Halo games. It's just the whole franchise. I mean, it changed the way. I mean, you got to even remember, Halo. They had things like Red vs. Blue because of Halo. You had you had esports. MLG, Major League Gaming, had Halo. Right? So you used to call it the house that Halo built. So it's
a good argument. Like, I never got into the Halo multiplayer. To me, all Halo.
It was all, dude. It was the closest thing. Here it goes. Halo was the closest thing in terms of multiplayer to games like Quake Wars, Tribes, aggressive paced games. Like, when you played those old Quake games, they were quick. They were jumping. Unreal Tournament, the Unreal Tournament games, anything back in those early super twitchy shooters. Halo was like that. It brought a little more tactical stuff later on with the weaponry and stuff, but it was right up there. You put Tribes 2, Quake Wars, Unreal Tournament games, and then there was Halo. Like, that was the ones that brought it over the top. It brought some vehicles in and stuff like that. And
Needler, cool guns. I missed the
yeah.
Why did they get rid
that
of
was the I don't know. Too OP maybe.
Yeah, I jumped off early on, but the Legendary Edition is awesome, man. Go fucking play it. Go play that. The Legendary Edition is sick.
Very sick.
Bundled up, all one after another, and you can actually toggle, like the old games. You can actually toggle between the original graphics and the remake graphics. I love games that do that. That's just like cool little extra detail. You can see where it came from, where they brought it to.
Yep.
Up-res cinematics are just so cool.
Oh yeah, it's incredible.
That whole thing. Halo, man. Halo, great franchise. Can't believe it's turning 15 and making me feel old. And
We're
speaking of feeling old, my friend, that wraps up this week's episode of At We
Episode 5. Phantom Menace.
How do you feel?
It's great. I feel old. I feel good. It's been fun. I like to be able to, it was good to see the swords. That was see what kind of triggered there in the memory, and talk about the old Halo games. Made me remember to take my Halo helmet out of the closet. It's been sitting there collecting dust because it just doesn't fit the aesthetics of the place. But
well, please bring out the knickknacks. Show everybody next time.
I'm still looking for Kane and Raziel. I have them buried somewhere. Those little action figures of that as well. So a bunch of little stuff. I'm still trying to find my tins from Gears of War and the Mass Effect trilogy. I have a bunch of tins. Whatchamacallit, also, what was that game that launched also with Xbox? It was something dark.
Perfect Dark?
Perfect Dark, thank you. Yeah. Perfect Dark. Yeah, I have a tin to that. Game. Doom I had a tin to. So
the spiritual successor to GoldenEye.
Yeah. Dark. So it's good, man. But hey, another week down, another at week's end in the bag.
Thank you for coming to hang out with me at this week's end,
guys. Thank you for coming to hang out with us, and welcome to the party. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves here. And like, follow, subscribe, check us out on the platforms. We're about to jump into that momentarily here, and
disappear in 3 seconds and let Dre do his business.
2, 3. All right, yeah, guys, come check us out. Check me out, Top GG Gaming TV on all platforms, IG, Instagram, all those things, Twitter, X, Rumble, Mumble, Kick. Mostly Twitch TV, guys. Check me out on Twitch. That's where I'll be doing most of the streaming. Most of that stuff happens there. Come stop by, say hi, say you like the podcast, come lurk. But yeah, off to you, buddy, CJ.
Thank you, brother Top. I always appreciate you coming and hanging out with me. My name is C.J. Amato. I am a dark fantasy author. My first book, Dig My Grave, first book of the Hymns of the Lighthouse series, is available on Amazon, Kindle, paperback, hardcover, Audible, Go check out my YouTube channel, CJ Amato Author. The first chapter of the audiobook is up there. I am absolutely thrilled by the way it came out. I really hope you guys check it out. There's some cool gaming videos up there. Stay tuned. We got some fun streams coming up soon, some cool gaming stuff. Let me pop my buddy back in the frame with me. There he goes. Thank you again, my friend, for joining me at this Week's End. Come follow at Week's End. Subscribe to all the platforms below. YouTube, Rumble, Instagram, TikTok. Follow, like, share, subscribe. Please help us out here. We're just starting out, and we'd appreciate anything y'all can do for us. Thank you, my friend, again for joining me at this Week's End. I hope to see you next week. Thank you again, everybody. Thank you, Top. Peace.
Dre and CJ have done their duty. We may never know who these stalwart heroes really are. All we know is that when we need them most, they'll be back before too long at Week's End.